morning, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon. My name is Brittany and welcome back to Carrots and Olives. Today I have a very exciting fountain pen, or let's say a pen I'm really excited about. To be honest, I haven't been this excited about a pen in a while. I do have pens that I'm familiar with, pen brands that I'm familiar with, just because I know them. I know I like the colors, I know I like the nibs, I know I like the style or the size. So this brand is pretty new to me. It is a brand called Kilk. They are based out of Istanbul, Turkey, and they call themselves a boutique pen making company. They have really beautiful pens, and the one I decided to get from Endless Pens is called Camera Laterna, and it is a design for cinema lovers, and everything about this pen resembles like a camera lens. There's a lot of different fun pieces to look at in this pen. And so because I'm really excited about it, I've had it for about over a week now, and I've used it and I am still like in awe about it. It writes beautifully, and I am really excited about this brand, and my focus is on this brand. So Kilk has a really interesting logo. When I first saw and heard about this about a month ago, I thought, wow, that's really cool to put the K backwards. But actually, in the Ottoman Turkish alphabet, their K backwards is standard for the way that they say some of their words. So this is actually the wrong direction, and this is the right direction. So I thought that was pretty cool. And to put that in their logo is pretty awesome. It's like, I don't know, I love it. So this pen comes in this box. It has the sleeve, it has the camera, and Camera Laterna actually stands for bright room in Latin. So take it off, it has the awesome logo. Pretty cool. And it has a magnetic closure, and then you get into the goodies. So you have your warranty information, use and care guide, and this pen is this pen has pieces of sterling silver in it, and I think almost all their pens have sterling silver. And so they give you a polishing cloth, which is really generous, and it has their logo on it. So that is definitely something, even if you don't want to use it for your pen, you can use it for your jewelry, which is really nice. So it's versatile. And then it comes in this plastic, and it's nestled right in the middle in this foam padding, and you take it out. And voila, you have the pen. So this pen, as I mentioned, is made of 925K sterling silver, which is actually just means 92.5% of silver purity. The rest is made out of copper and other trace elements. So this, which would cause it to tarnish in our atmosphere. So that's why having that polishing cloth is really nice. And, but that's besides the point. It's sterling silver. It has it against this really dark color of the barrel. And it feels like it's like striped down, and it's black with silver, and it's really pretty. So the pen has the finials squared off, so they're flat, and That is the style I prefer over the cigar-shaped pens, although I do still buy cigar-shaped pens. But my favorite style is those with like a flat top and bottom. The pen does taper down to this interesting piece at the bottom, which is quite unique. I don't see this design in many pens, but it's meant to be a capped pen, and that's why that this piece would be so narrow at the bottom. So if we look at the clip has a reel, and it kind of flares up, which I think is pretty cool because we know that film reels in the past would not remain straight. And so even when they're rolled, they do have a lot of curves when they're pulled out. It also has this detailing around the pen, and you can feel the little grooves in there. And then you have this really cool band that does state the 925K of the sterling silver, and then it counts down from 5 to 0 as if we are watching a film or an old film. So that detailing is pretty cool, made out of sterling silver. And then even under the pen clip, you may or may not in this video be able to see it does state 925K under there. The coolest part is the top finial, which has the film reel, and you can spin it. It actually spins for a very long time. It doesn't shake the pen, but it does rattle a bit. So just keep that in mind. But I think it's pretty cool. I don't have many pens that that can do something outside of just writing like this one can. So another feature of this pen is that the cap has a vacuum fit, which is why this kind of tapers down a little bit more narrow so it can fit in the cap. And you just push in, really simple and easy. For me, I guess I have smaller hands than I thought, because they say in the description that this pen is meant to be posted with this vacuum fit, and it's quite comfortable and doesn't disturb the balance. But for me, I find it more comfortable to write with the pen this way. I can write with the pen posted. However, I do feel a little bit of back weight. So I guess my hand is a little bit smaller than what they suggested in their description. But it's still really comfortable, and I find that the grip section is perfect for me. The threads are not obtrusive. They are pretty smooth and they don't get in the way. There is a bit of a step up here, but again, I feel like for me and my fingers that it doesn't bother me. The pen is really comfortable. Now the nib, I got an extra fine, and it's a Bach nib. They did put their logo on the nib, which for many pen reviewers find that they prefer logos or some type of stylistic design on nibs that aren't made in-house. I don't care either way, but I do find that when they do have some design, it's pretty cool. So it says Kilk on there and an extra fine. It does have a plastic feed, so nothing special there, but this pen and nib writes so nice. So let's get into some size comparisons and then the writing sample. Okay, so in my size comparisons, we have the Camera Laterna next to an Opus 88, and this is the Le Bon 325. We have a Mont Blanc 145, a Sailor Pro Gear, and then a Lamy 2000. And it's definitely not as big as these two, but we can put it slightly bigger than a Lamy 2000. And let's try it with the pen uncapped. Okay, so with the pen uncapped, you see that it's sitting a little bit closer to the larger pens here, and it does have a size 6 Bach nib. So the nib is pretty large and helps me when writing because my hand is further back from the page and it's not rubbing too much. Now let's get into the writing sample. Okay, so the ink I'm using is called Little Bob from Cult Pens and Diamine. This is a collaboration ink that they made together a couple years ago, and this is their smaller Diamine bottle, so 30 mLs. And this one is pretty unique. It is a reddish color and it shades into like green. So pretty cool. Okay, so I'm not going to post this pen, but I will spin that for you. So this is an extra fine. It just hard start there because I've had it uncapped for a little bit. So this extra fine is just, it writes like a dream. There is no like skipping. There's no hard starts unless you keep it uncapped for a while. The Bach nib is just so comfortable and it's just like effortless when trying to write, especially with the extra fine nib. So I don't know if you could see the green. Pretty cool. So it is a darker ink, but it has the property of sheening. Did I say shading? I meant sheening into green. So this is a special edition. And mine is in the extra fine. And it just writes so good. Reverse writing also writes like extra fine. It's not even scratchy. And it keeps up. So let's do a quick writing sample. All right, so amazing nib, extra fine, in this fun, cool pen, and it's just lovely. If you haven't given Kilk a look, definitely check them out. They are at many different retailers in the United States, so definitely accessible. I hope you guys found this mini review helpful, and you know what, I'm gonna go write, so I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.